You turn off the television, and the room goes quiet. Almost immediately, your hand reaches for the remote, your phone, or anything that can make sound again. Most people call this a habit, but the reason is much deeper. Your brain isn't bored by silence, it is wary of it. For most of human history, silence wasn't peaceful. It was a warning sign. Imagine an early human standing near a forest 60,000 years ago. Birds are singing, insects are buzzing, monkeys are calling from the trees. All of that noise signals safety. Animals make sound when they feel secure. When a predator approaches, those sounds disappear. Birds stop singing, insects go quiet, and the forest suddenly falls silent. Researchers studying animal communication found that alarm calls from one species can trigger silence across many others. For our ancestors, a sudden drop in sound often meant danger was nearby. Humans who reacted quickly survived. And over thousands of generations, that sensitivity became part of us. That ancient reflex still exists today. A house that feels too quiet, an unusually long pause in a conversation, or a phone that suddenly stops buzzing can create a subtle feeling that something is wrong, even when everything is perfectly fine. Scientists explored this effect in the 1950s when psychologist Donald Hebb placed volunteers in rooms with almost no sensory input. Instead of feeling relaxed, many became anxious and restless. Some even experienced hallucinations. When the brain receives almost no information from the outside world, it begins creating its own. The same thing happens in extremely quiet environments. In one of the quietest rooms ever built, many people can only stay for a short time before they begin hearing their heartbeat, their breathing, and even internal bodily sounds. When external noise disappears completely, your own body becomes the loudest thing you can hear. This reveals something surprising. Our ancestors were comforted by noise, not silence. Noise meant the environment was functioning normally. Silence often meant uncertainty. That's why many people sleep better with a fan running, enjoy background noise while working, or feel reassured by the distant sounds of traffic outside. It also explains why silence can feel uncomfortable in relationships. The silent treatment creates stress because our brains interpret the sudden absence of expected communication as a potential threat. Even when we know logically that we're safe, older survival systems still react. The deeper lesson is that humans were never designed to find comfort in emptiness. We evolved to find comfort in evidence that life is continuing around us. The voices of other people, the sounds of nature, and the constant signals that everything is normal. Modern life gives us levels of quiet that our ancestors never experienced, but our brains still carry ancient programming. So when true silence falls, and you instinctively reach for a source of sound, you're not being irrational. You're responding to a survival system shaped over tens of thousands of years. The next time a room becomes completely silent, remember that feeling isn't random. It's an echo from the distant past, a reminder that your brain is still running ancient code designed to keep your ancestors alive. The room may be quiet, but somewhere deep inside, your mind is still listening.